Consciousness is something that you cannot get the fundamental nature of intellectually. It's something you have to experience.
It was the early 70s, long haircuts, Vietnam on the wane, and a cultural revolution well underway. During these times, a logically minded young physicist was busy at work when his boss came in and threw a book at him. It was called Journeys Out of the Body, a series of encounters involving the book's author, one Robert Monroe, coming to terms with the reality of his mind leaving his body. Absolutely wild stuff, even for those times. Now, the physicist didn't know what to make of these accounts, but was intrigued, and when an opportunity arose to visit Monroe a few weeks later, took the opportunity. Monroe was seeking to enlist scientists to the cause of understanding the out-of-body experience. He was to find in this young physicist, whose name was Tom Campbell, a consciousness explorer who would eventually guide humanity to a larger understanding of their place in a vast conscious universe. Tom gave Bob his effort and scientific expertise, and in return, Bob taught Tom how to modify his consciousness to travel to other realities, gather information, and bring it back for scientific analysis, which Tom excelled at. On one such exploration, he met a non-physical entity who showed him the secrets of free energy, using the Earth as a giant magnetic engine to produce power, similar to Tesla technology. Another time he was shown Earth changes that would take place, large geological shifts linked in some way with humanity's collective psyche. He journeyed to worlds both similar to this one and utterly different, all completely out of this world. Time passed. The Monroe Institute was formally established, and Bob was caught up in the complexities of running both a school and business. Tom, on the other hand, had the job of reconciling his experiences with what he understood about hard physics. An early problem he had to solve was the ability of consciousness to exist beyond the physical brain, and this brought him into the company of many fine physicists, those who had long grappled with this puzzle: Einstein, Bohr, Schrödinger, Bohm, the greatest scientific minds, none of whom had succeeded in formulating consciousness into relatable physics. This they had coined the hard problem of consciousness, but Tom had a perspective to work with that no physicist before him had, the ability to explore dimensions of consciousness in ways others could not. Plus, he had access to non-physical information libraries that pointed him towards a very logical conclusion, given his experiences, which was this: consciousness does not exist inside the brain. The brain is created by consciousness. It is virtual, as is every object we experience in this reality. In short, Tom concluded the world is a simulation. And with this paradigm shift, all the problems of consciousness now became solvable. The math now made sense. Phenomena like out-of-body experiences, ESP, and past life memories could all be accounted for. The missing pieces of Einstein's big theory of everything could be found and put in place. Tom formulated his own big theory of everything and was eventually able to relate it in both formula, math, and words. But he was no ivory tower academic. He was a boots-on-the-ground experimentalist and spent years testing his equations in the larger conscious reality, gathering data and forming conclusions, until one day he felt ready to share this important discovery with the world. But of course there was a problem. Much of Tom's evidence for his theory is non-physical, meaning one would have to move beyond this physical frame of reality to test it and experience it for themselves. And for the hard-boiled scientists deeply invested in material reality and their views upon it, this was too great a leap. But this didn't bother Tom. He shared his theory with the world, writing 3 books, which he made available for free, doing lectures, and teaching classes about how to use consciousness for both science and, even more importantly, healing, which he does to this day. I've put links to Tom's work in the video description, and if you'd like to learn from the man himself, watch this video here. It could expand your world. Whoa. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, as this helps me immensely. Keep well, and thanks for watching.